Everybody clap, man! What? We got 5 JSU! Home in! Ready? It's JSU! 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 JSU!
Hello and welcome to week number 5 of the JSU Playback Show. Week 5 brings Jackson State to Pine Bluff, Arkansas to take on the Golden Lions. I'm your host, Rob J. As always, joining me is Jackson State head football coach Harold Jackson. Coach, thank you so much for joining us here on the JSU Playback Show. Just talk about the mood of the team as you get set to take on Pine Bluff.
Well, you know what I was telling the guys yesterday, it's probably the first time for the last couple of days that I was able to go to bed and not able to sleep because I feel like they had the energy that I've been looking for, and they had a great practice the last couple of days. And so I feel good. I just hope that energy carry over tonight.
Coach, what can you take from that loss a week ago to apply in this game?
Well, I'll tell you what, like we were disappointed with that loss. Like I said, when you almost have 480-some yard total offense and when you have 5 turnovers, those kind of things will break your back. And so the thing that we got to do is make sure we have a mistake-free football game. That's the thing that I've been preaching to these guys every day. We cannot afford to turn the ball over and expect to win ball games.
You talk about that offense, Coach. Lamonte Azibe comes in as the #1 ranked passer in the SWAC. He averages over 400 yards a game. What's his mindset going into this game?
Well, you know what? I was kind of down on him the other day. He was down on himself, so I had to try to pick him up, and so I think he's up, and I think he understands what's going on because, like we keep telling him, hey, you're the guy that we ride, and so you got to be able to go out and perform. You got to go out and do your thing. You can't be, like I told the guys, what they can't do is look in that rearview mirror. You got to look straight ahead, and that's what they're doing.
And when you look at that offense, explosive as it is, Dan Williams also leads the way for you in terms of receiving. Talk about him a little bit, Coach.
Well, you know what? If I was me last week, if I were calling the plays, I probably would have called the number about 4 or 5 other times, because I feel like he had the opportunity to do some other things with the ball. And like I said, like they always say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And, Coach, on defense, your defense ranks among the best in FCS football. Talk about how that defense is playing for you.
Well, I'll tell you what, the defense has been playing pretty good ball, and what we got to do, we just got to keep them off the field some. The offense got to move the ball. We got to get our running game going today, so I think we're going to be up to that. And so we can keep them off the field. I think give those guys a chance to rest a little bit. I think we'd be okay there.
And for Pine Bluff, everyone talks about Ben Anderson, the quarterback. He's been struggling lately coming into this game. What can you expect from him?
Well, they say he's been struggling, but, hey, we ain't worried about that, because, like I said, every time we play someone, they come out and give us their best effort, So what we got to do, we just got to hem him in. We can't let him beat us, So I know they said that he carried the load of this team, so we got to do what we can to try to corral him, kind of keep him in the pocket there.
Everybody healthy going into this game, Coach?
So far, we got everybody healthy. We got a few guys coming back, and that's what I'm pleased about. We should have everybody on the field tonight.
And in terms of your coaching staff, are they still excited about the season? I know you have assembled a great group of guys to coach with you.
They're excited. They know we gave one away last week that we shouldn't have, but they're still excited. So we just got to, like I said, go out here and get back on track tonight. That's what we're trying to do.
All right, Coach, good luck. This is Jackson State's second road trip of the season and first road trip in the SWAC. Good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you, Rod. Hey, thank you. And tell everybody who's, hey, pull on with us.
All right, Coach. That's Coach Harold Jackson, the head coach of the Jackson State Tigers. Now, when we come back, we'll have the first half highlights for you. Stay with us.
We got 1 JSU!
Get your game on, get your game on. Get your game on, get your game on. Get your game on.
Welcome to Mississippi 511.
You guys ready to watch the Tigers play?
MDOT traffic says it's all clear.
Let's go.
Check MDOT traffic before every game on the website, the smartphone app, or just dial 511.
Wait a minute. You got the tickets?
Welcome back to the October $90,000 Big Deal Giveaway at Riverwalk Casino. Fridays from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. You've chosen your lucky case. Now, let's make a big deal. Hello? Yes? Okay. The banker says you could keep your case or choose again and win up to $2,500 cash. What will you win? Find out at the $90,000 Big Deal Giveaway at Riverwalk Casino Hotel, Vicksburg's happy place. Must be 21 to gamble.
What does it mean to be healthy? To create new traditions while honoring the old. To inspire future generations both at work and at home. To find that work can also be play. To find that reaching a goal is not the end, but rather another step along the road. To remember that to give really is to receive. And to make choices today, keeping tomorrow in mind. Now's the time to know you have a partner on your journey with the compassion of a cross, the security of a shield, and the power of a card that opens doors to a healthier life. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. Live healthy. Live blue.
It's good to be blue.
Jackson State was looking to get back into its familiar form as the 2-2 Tigers went on the road for their first conference road game of the year. Facing a must-win against Pine Bluff, things could not have started any better for JSU, especially during the coin toss.
Since today is Military Day, they have a commemorative coin here. This is going to be heads of the Lions, right? And this is tails. Jackson State, you're the visitor. What's your call? Heads. Heads is the call. I'm going to let it hit the ground. Heads is the call. Tails, you've won the toss. What would you like to do? Defer. You like to defer? Yes,
UAPB tried to make Jackson State pay for the coin toss faux pas when Andre Mitchell returned the opening kickoff 60 yards, putting the ball in excellent field position at the J-State 33-yard line. The Golden Lions offense was not successful at all on the opening series. JSU linebacker Arian McCree sacks quarterback Ben Anderson for a 2-yard loss. Then on third down, Javancy Jones shuts down UAPB's screen pass, forcing the Lions to settle for a 53-yard field goal attempt. The Golden Lions' strong-legged kicker had the distance, but not the accuracy, as it hits the upright and falls no good. Jackson State did not waste any time moving the football on its first possession. Tight end Dylan Douglas picks up 12 yards on first down, then Lamontiez Ivy would call his own number and take it to the Golden Lions 15. From there, Raheem Sims capped off the 6-play, 65-yard drive with a nice 11-yard touchdown run and the 7-0 Jackson State lead. On UAPB's second possession, all-SWAC quarterback Ben Anderson would get untracked. He engineered a 14-play drive as he would convert 4 first downs, mainly from running the football. Despite a Tedrick Terrell sack on Anderson, he regrouped, and on third down and long, Anderson called his own number and took it 30 yards for the touchdown, tying the game at 7 with 1:49 left in the first quarter.
Anderson on the carry, touchdown.
On the ensuing kickoff, Tobias Singleton makes a nice return up to the 40-yard line. It would take Jackson State only 2 plays to recapture the lead when Ivy goes deep for Dan Williams, and the sophomore sensation hauled in a 61-yard touchdown pass, making it 14-7 JSU. As the second quarter began, UAPB's offense was again on the move. After picking up a first down to start the third drive of the game, JSU's defensive lineman Cornelius Henderson helped keep UAPB from advancing any further. Then, with Strickland attempting his second field goal of the game, freshman Brandon Mayton blocks the kick, Kwame Bowen scoops it up and raced 60 yards for the touchdown, extending Jackson State's lead to 21-7 with about 9 minutes left before the half. Desperately in need of points, UAPB again tested the Tigers' defense and began moving the football. This time, Strickland boots it through from 41 yards out, trimming JSU's lead to 21-10. The Tigers then started their next drive from the 25, and Jarius Moore helped JSU to a pair of first downs. The drive stalled, and Jackson State was forced to punt it away. Darcy Williamson lays down a perfect kick to the Lions' 2-yard line, but a penalty would bring it back. UAPB dodged a bullet and began at the 45 and marched the ball down the field through the Tigers' defense. Then, with 37 seconds before the half, Anderson tossed a 28-yard touchdown pass to Willie Young, trimming Jackson State's lead to 21-17 at the half. And welcome back. We're at the half. Jackson State with a 21-17 lead over the Pine Bluff Golden Lions. Joining me here at the half is Jackson State head coach Harold Jackson. Coach, great job in the first half. You jumped out to a big lead, and your team seemed to be clicking on all cylinders in the first half.
I'll tell you what, Rob, we got to go back out and do what we did in the first quarter. You know, the first quarter we went out there and we made plays. I don't know what happened. We kind of went away from the stuff that we was doing. We just got to go, and then one time we out there, it was about 3 minutes on the clock. We got to run the clock. You know, we got to go out there and try to get the ball moving on the running game so we can try to run that clock out. Because we let them stay in the ball game, you know, they're going to be tough to handle.
Coach, Lamontez Ivy, he only missed one throw in that first half, connected with Dan Williams for a 61-yard touchdown pass. He's playing well so far.
Well, I'll tell you what, we just got to come back and we got to get to more of that, you know, because like we hadn't gotten to it enough. He's there. They're trying to roll that cover 2 on Dan, but there's still other guys going to be open, so we got to look for the other guys that's open out there.
And Coach, before the game, you talked about how you had to contain Ben Anderson. You've done that so far in the first half. He got to slip away a few times, but you guys done a great job of containing him.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's tough. You know, he's a guy that can run your defense down. He can kill your defensive line. So what we got to do, we just got to try to retain him a little bit more, keep the guys on the outside so he can't get out the pocket.
What's the mood of the team going into the half?
Well, you know, they still feel good about themselves. They feel like we still going to win this ball game. We just got to come back and we just got to make some plays.
Running game doing okay for you? The running game doing okay for you?
Well, it's going okay. You know, but we got to stick with it just a little bit more so we can try to keep the defense off the field.
All right, Coach. Good luck in the second half, and go get them Lions.
Hey, we got to do it.
All right,
okay, thank you.
That's Coach Harold Jackson. It's Jackson State with a 21-17 lead over the Pine Bluff Golden Lions. We'll be back with second half highlights right after this.
What does it mean to be healthy? To find that work can also be play? To create new traditions while honoring the old? To find that reaching a goal is not the end, but rather another step along the road? Now's the time to know you have a partner on your journey with the compassion of a cross and the security of a shield that opens doors to a healthier life. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi.
It's good to be blue.
Get your game on, get your game on, get your game on, get your game on, get your game on.
Welcome to Mississippi 511.
You guys ready to watch the Tigers play?
MDOT traffic says it's all clear.
Let's go.
Check MDOT traffic before every game on the website, the smartphone app, or just dial 511.
Wait a minute. You got the tickets?
When you are looking to further your education, there's only one university that towers above the rest, Jackson State University. Jackson State University is one of the leading universities in research, technology, and innovation, graduating more than 1,300 students annually and a consistent growth in revenue. Jackson State University is ranked #1 amongst the HBCUs in research and development. Make the right choice, the one choice, one Jackson State University, changing lives one student at a time.
The second half opened with JSU receiving the kick. Alexander Montgomery, a junior from Lawrence County High School, made a nice return to near midfield. Lamontiez Ivy continued his successful running, picking up the first down on 3rd and long. Raheem Sims kept the pressure on the Pine Bluff defense with another first down run. But JSU's drive stalled, and after 7 plays, the Tigers went back up by 7 on a 32-yard field goal by Ryan Deasing, making it 24-17 Jackson State with less than 11 minutes to play in the 3rd. Pine Bluff then put the ball into the hands of talented quarterback Ben Anderson, and he delivered. Anderson engineered a time-consuming 15-play drive that took up 7 minutes on the clock and 76 yards. He converted on 4 first downs and ended the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass to Mavante King, tying the game at 24.
This is pass complete to number 24, Mavante King.
Tobias Singleton then makes another nice return as he finished the night with 73 yards on kick returns. However, JSU went 3 and out and had to give the ball back to Red Hot Anderson and the Golden Lions. With Pine Bluff looking for its first lead of the game, Anderson's pass is deflected and picked off by senior defensive back Ryan Griffin. The 4th quarter opened with JSU on the move from the 44-yard line. Ivy abandoned his air attack and sliced through the Golden Lions defense with a series of quarterback draws. Ivy led JSU into scoring position, and Ryan Deasing put JSU back on top with a 37-yard field goal, making it 27-24 Jackson State with 11 minutes to play. Anderson was a thorn in the Tigers' side all night long as he connected deep down the field on a 65-yard pass play. But after taking it to the JSU 15, the Tigers' D put an end to the drive, and Pine Bluff tied the game at 27 on a 21-yard Tyler Strickland field goal with less than 7 minutes to play. Jackson State then went on a 9-play drive to the Golden Lions' 30-yard line. The end result would be a punt, and UAPB took over with a chance to win the ball game. Starting from their own 20-yard line, Anderson went to work. He ran for 155 yards on the night and drove the Lions to the JSU 25-yard line late in the game. False start penalty pushed Pine Bluff back 5 yards, and Strickland attempted a 46-yarder for the win. But his kick was wide right, and the game went into overtime, tied at 27. JSU won the toss in overtime, and Coach Jackson put his defense on the field first. On first down, Pine Bluff took it to the JSU 8-yard line. Then a pass interference call on Porter in the end zone placed it at the JSU 5. But Jackson State's defense stood tall and kept UAPB out of the end zone, and the Lions would settle for a 21-yard field goal to take a 30-27 lead, the Lions' first lead of the night. Needing a touchdown to win the game, Jackson State went to Raheem Sims, and he ran for a first down before being seriously injured from what appeared to be a horse collar tackle. After Sims was helped off the field, Ivy took matters into his own hands and ran 15 yards for the touchdown, giving Jackson State a thrilling 33-30 overtime win.
Ivy on the carry, touchdown Tigers.
Welcome back. Jackson State with a big win over Pine Bluff in overtime, 33-30. And joining me is Coach Harold Jackson. Coach, congratulations on this win. Just talk about this game from start to finish.
Thanks, Rod. I tell you what, we came in this ball game. We knew we was ready to play. I think the kid was ready to play starting Thursday this past week. Thursday they said, hey, Coach, we're going to come up here and win that ball game. One thing they didn't do, they didn't give up in this ball game. So the coaches had to make a few decisions, so we made some decisions to do some certain things in this ball game, and it worked out for us. So we just got to go back to the drawing board, try to put a few other things together, and I think we'd be okay.
What do you need to work on, Coach? I know it was difficult to stop Ben Anderson, but you did the best you could to stop and contain him. What do you need to work on going into the next week's game?
Well, you know what, Coach? I just hope we don't play another quarterback like that, because that kind of quarterback kills your defense. It wears your defensive line out. I knew if we didn't control him in the pocket there, he was going to kill us on the outside, and that's what happened. He really kept the chains moving, so those are the kind of quarterbacks you don't want to see at all.
Speaking of quarterbacks, your quarterback played well for you. Lamontez Ivy threw for almost 200 yards. He scored the game-winning touchdown for you. Just talk about what he meant to you going into this game, considering the way he played a week ago.
You know what? My biggest thing this past week was trying to get him built up for this ball game. Because like I said, he was walking around moping with his head down. I told him, I said, this ball game is yours. I said, you got to take control of this football team. You got to take control of your offense and do what you have to do, and he did that tonight.
And, Coach, you put your defense on the field first in overtime. Just explain your thought process with that.
Well, you know what? Most defensive coaches, that's what they want, So our defense coordinator wanted to be on the field, first at the defense. So that's what I done. I tried to put the defense on. But I'm an offense guy. I want to be on the field first because I want to score some points. But that's what the defense had to do.
You held them to a field goal in overtime. Just talk about the way that defense played, Coach, and to keeping them out of the end zone.
Well, I'll tell you what, my hat's off to my defense. I'll tell you what, they stuck in there and they played a great ball game. I know they was tired because when you're running a quarterback like that, a running quarterback, he'll wear your defensive line down. So I know they was beaten, they wore out. So we just got to give them a little bit of break.
Coach, this team doesn't do much for you as far as your stress level, taking these games down to the wire. How are you going to relax after this one?
Well, I'll tell you what, we almost had one last week, but I'll tell you what, this is another one. All three games is heartbreakers, so I'll tell you, we just got to keep chugging along. I'll tell you, we can keep winning them this way, I'm going to keep winning them.
You have any status on Raheem Sims?
Well, right now they said it might be an ACL, and I hope that's not, I told the ref is what happened, it was a horse collar. That's all, nothing but a horse collar, but they said it wasn't. So I guess the referee know what they call it.
All right, joining us now is Lamontez Ivy, the hero of the night. Lamontez, just talk about the way you came back from last week's game to play so well in this game.
I just want to say I'm proud of the offense. They talked bad about us, saying we couldn't do nothing because the defense was carrying us. And we came out today, put up some points, and got the W.
You guys put the defense on the field first, held them out of the end zone. You came in. You were determined to get that touchdown and win the game. Just talk about that play.
Well, I told Coach what I saw on the play before from that formation. So I told him go back to that and let's go with a draw. And I run to the right because they had nobody over there. I just had to beat one person. And it was blocked right, scramble, beat that one person, got in the end zone.
Now, you yourself ran a lot in this ball game. Why was that?
It was open. They've been telling me to pull the ball down, but today it was really open, and it played big for us.
All right, Lamontez Ivy, congratulations on the win. How will this carry you into Prairie View's game?
We got a little momentum, show resiliency, and let's go chase that swag.
All right, joining us now is Ryan Griffin, Jackson State's defensive back. JSU's defense, boy, I'll tell you what, you guys had your hands full with Brian Anderson. Just talk about how elusive he was for you.
Oh, my goodness. He was one heck of an athlete. We came into the game knowing that we were going to have to stop him, and he was really the motor that drove this team. And you can see today, we had trouble with him, just like every other team that goes against him. But I'm glad we ended up coming through when we needed to.
Well, Ryan, you guys put your defense on the field first in overtime. Just talk about what was the thought process behind that.
We knew if they didn't get in the end zone that we would come through. And God is good, and we ended up seeing everything, and we knew that we figured the quarterback was going to try and run, but on that third down, he gave it to the running back. We were just swarming to the ball and ended up getting to him.
Now tell me about the momentum now you guys have going into the Prairie View game.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. We can use this as a stepping stone for the rest of the season. Our offense, with them building it and growing and doing better, we see them doing good things all week in practice, and it shows out here on the field, and we can continue to use this game to continue winning more games.
So, Ryan, just talk about that defense, you know, how good you guys are. I know you're ranked in several national polls. You're ranked among the best in the conference. And this show tonight, playing against a guy like Brian Anderson.
Oh, man. We set our goals every day in defense, as far as I know, secondary and linebackers with interceptions and forced fumbles every day in practice. So when we come to the game, it really shows. And that's just a testament to our hard work. We work hard every day, and we just blessed to come out with the win.
That's Ryan Griffin as he helps Jackson State's defense win this ball game 33-30 in overtime. We'll have more of the JSU Playback Show in just a moment. Stay with us.
What does it mean to be healthy? To inspire future generations both at work and at home. To find that work can also be play. To find that reaching a goal is not the end, but rather another step along the road. Now's the time to know you have a partner on your journey with the compassion of a cross and the security of a shield that opens doors to a healthier life. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi.
It's good to be blue.
Welcome back to the October $90,000 Big Deal Giveaway at Riverwalk Casino, Fridays from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. You've chosen your lucky case. Now, let's make a big deal. Hello? Yes? Okay. The banker says you could keep your case or choose again and win up to $2,500 cash. What will you win? Find out at the $90,000 Big Deal Giveaway at Riverwalk Casino Hotel, Vicksburg's happy place. Must be 21 to gamble.
Get your game on, get your game on. Get your game on, get your game on. Get your game on.
Welcome to Mississippi 511.
You guys ready to watch the Tigers play?
MDOT traffic says it's all clear.
Let's go.
Check MDOT traffic before every game on the website, the smartphone app, or just dial 511.
Wait a minute. You got the tickets?
I'm one. I'm one.
We're one. One choice. One community. One family. All united by one university. Jackson State University.
So Jackson State ends its two-game losing streak by coming to Pine Bluff and knocking off the Golden Lions 33-30 in overtime. Lamontiez Ivy throwing for almost 150 yards, but more importantly, he would get the game-winning touchdown in overtime on a 15-yard run. Up next for Jackson State, the Tigers take on Prairie View at home at Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium. For everyone associated with the JSU Playback Show, I'm Rob J. See you next week.